Welcome to Wausau East for a Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup in baseball between the Wausau East Lumberjacks and the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Wisconsin Rapids comes in today with a record of 2-3 and Wausau East 3-0, both of which are starting conference play today. It's a chilly April afternoon with winds at, let's say, 20 miles an hour. Gusts much more than that. Going through Wisconsin Rapids lineup, leading off, shortstop Landon Freeman. Batting second, right fielder Gage Honeyegger. Pitching, Brett Simonson. Second base, Ethan Dillingham. Third base, Jarrett Zalagowski. Center field, Jaden Zalagowski. First base, Eli Gant. DH, Justin Tibbetts. And catching, Caden Schlasinski. Starting pitcher for the Lumberjacks today is Davis Winter. With his second start on the year, he pitched their opening game against Medford. Looking at the Lumberjack lineup on the field, Winter pitching, catching Ryan Rodemeyer, first base Jed Vandersanden, second base Bodie Beaversdorf, short Colin Milkey, third base and not batting is Maddox Hurtis. DHing for him is Keaton Leszewski. Center field, Ian Stahl. Right field, Carson Bauman. And left field, my apologies. I can't find the left fielder. Anyhow, I will figure that out before we come back. You're watching the Auto Select pregame show here for Lumberjacks versus Wisconsin Rapids. Just a quick message from Auto Select, and we'll be back for the game just after this. Thank you.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back to Wausau East. I know my error. Shortstop is Zach Poggle. Third base, Colin Milkey, and in left is Maddox Hurtis. The DH is batting for him. We will have our national anthem, and we'll be back after this.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back to Wausau East. This is Dan Lau on play-by-play with Hannah Nikolai producing. Lumberjack versus Raider baseball here today. Thank you to all our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to have these games. Today's game is brought to you by AutoSelect, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. They have been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance, at AutoSelect, you're good to go. That's AutoSelect on Schofield Avenue in Weston and also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Davis Winter making his second start of the year. He pitched in the season opener against the Medford Red Raiders, a game in which the Lumberjacks won. He went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs, and struck out 2 batters. He throws a fastball, curveball, and changeup. I've been told by their assistant coach that he's got good stuff. Not so much a strikeout thrower, but he does not allow a lot of hits or a lot of runs. And he is also committed to play baseball in college next year at University of Northwestern St. Paul. So congratulations to him and good luck next year. We look forward to covering him and Wausau East throughout the season. This again will be our first spring covering a lot of Wausau sports. We have not done so much in the past, so it's a pleasure to bring Wausau East and Wausau West softball and baseball this spring. And we have opening pitch here to shortstop Landon Freeman. The lefty takes the ball low, count 1-0. Rapids coming in today with a 2-3 record. Strike in at the knees, count 1-1. East took both games against Rapids last year. Count 1-2 here to Freeman. Winter looks in. And that ball hit to short. And thrown out at first is Freeman. Nice play from Poggle to Vandersanden. A 6-3 putout. Gage Honeyegger, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. Another lefty. Rapids started the year with a doubleheader loss, losing both games to the Chippewa Falls Cardinals, and then they turn around with a win, 10-3 over the Aquinas Bluegolds, and they split a doubleheader against the Tomo Wolves this past weekend. I recognize a lot of these Rapids names from their Legion team last year, a successful team. This ball hit down the first baseline. Vandersand scoops it up, but foul. Count 0-2, and I said then that this might be one of the best names that we cover. Gage Honeyegger. Count 0-2. Winter's pitch is hitting the line to left field, and that's a single for Honeyegger to get the hitting started for Rapids, bringing up pitcher Brett Simonson. Three batters, 3 lefties for Rapids. Can't say that about many high school teams anyhow. Open up their lineup with 3 straight lefties. Ball low. Stopped by Rodemeyer as he looked to first. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance, their business revolves around you. And that's a ball to Simonson. Count 2-0. Winter throws over. Not in time. Honeyegger got back in there. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad on your end listening. Quite windy here. I'm not sure if my mic is picking it up. And that ball sky high. It stays in play and caught by third baseman Colin Milkey for the out. 2 down. Two down, and second baseman Ethan Dillingham to the plate. Breaks the lefty streak for Rapids. And thrown over, and that's an out. Nice pickoff by Davis Winter for the third out. Rapids with 1 hit, but it's 3 up, 3 down as Winter gets an impressive pickoff of Honeyegger. We'll be back with the bottom of the first after this.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Due up for East is Ian Stahl, Davis Winter, and Ryan Rodemeyer. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Hopefully, this is about as cold as our spring season gets here on out. It's probably 40, low 40s right now, but sure feels colder with the wind. Pitching today for Rapids is Brett Simonson. He just sky high to fly out at bat. So he hits lefty, throws right. Center fielder Ian Stahl to bat. The Lumberjacks come in today 3-0 with wins over Medford, Stratford, and Antigo. That ball fired in for a strike. And that ball hit by Stahl into left and is caught. 1 down. Now batting is pitcher Davis Winter. Again with the impressive pickoff of Honeyegger in the top of the first. Simonson delivers, count 1-0, ball low. Taken for a strike. Simonson's a quick worker, I can already tell. He's not going to waste any time on the mound. If we had that pitch clock like they do in the MLB, he would not run down and get the free ball. forget what they actually call that. And looks like that ball will stay in play. And that lands fair. That ball may have been a bit tough to track by Zalgowski there. It looked like the wind may have changed its direction a bit. We will call that an infield single for Winter. Man on first, Ryan Rodemeyer, the catcher, to bat. And that's a low ball, count 1-0. Fired in for a strike. J&D Tube Benders was founded in 1968 and has stayed in the Felch family ever since as a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and enjoy the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jndtubebending.com. 2-1 here to Rodemeyer. Both teams looking to improve on their seasons from last year. Both teams around 500. But first conference play for both of them today. And I believe they have a quick turnaround on Thursday. I think they match up in Rapids for their second meeting of the year. Yeah, looks like on Thursday. Count full to Rodemeyer. And Winter goes. And he's safe at second. But Rodemeyer draws the walk. Runners on first and second now for the Lumberjacks. Zach Poggle, shortstop, batting cleanup here. The pitch is fired in, outside corner for a strike. 0-1 to Poggle. Simonson looks back at second. Another strike taken by Poggle. Quick 0-2 for Simonson. He'd love to get a strikeout here and be one out from ending this threat. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 to Poggle here, and he swings and a miss. 2 down now for the Lumberjacks. Now batting his first baseman, Jed Vandersanden. He's had a good start to his season. I saw he was our Highlight House player of the game against Stratford. Scored a couple runs, knocked some in, and I think he closed out the ball game on the mound in that one. A comeback win by East over Stratford last week. Simonson looks back at second. Fires away. Off-speed pitch for a strike. Got another batter down 0-2. Vandersanden, a key contributor to that ball low. Key contributor off the bench for the Wausau East State qualifying basketball team, as was Davis Winter. They both got contributing minutes. Both hard workers. And that ball is a strike. Strikeout looking on Vandersanden. East gets 2 on base, but strands them. We'll be back with the top of the second after this.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Wausau East. This is Dan Lau with Hannah Nikolai for the top of the second inning. Score tied at 0. We got Ethan Dillingham, Jarrett Zilagowski, and Jordan Zilagowski to bat. Dillingham, of course, was already at the plate, but Honeyegger got picked off at first, so he will be batting once again, picking up. Winter fires in, fouled away. Innovative Health, pain is your body's check. Engine light signaling something isn't right. Come to Innovative Health in Weston for the best in chiropractic care to keep your body running the way it's meant to work. Feel better, live better, Innovative Health. Count 1-1 to Dillingham. And that ball hit down the third baseline, foul. Winter's ball low. That ball fouled down the third baseline once again. 2-2 to Dillingham. That off-speed pitch taken for a ball, full count. And there is a windmill behind the East High School that is going nuts right now. Very windy today. That ball down the third baseline, fair. Dillingham rounds first, into second, ball not in time, and that is a sliding double for Dillingham. Third baseman Jarrett Zilagowski to bat. That ball's outside. I thought the ump called ball, but the scoreboard says 0-1. Perhaps it caught the strike zone. Zilagowski lays down a bunt, and Winter gets Dillingham at third. Nice heads-up play by Winter. Throws a strike to third to get the lead runner. Winter doing it all right now with that pickoff at first and that he stymies the sack bunt attempt by Rapids. And that's a game changer to have. Run on first instead of third. And that ball fouled away by Jordan Zeligowski, who's in center today. That ball low and away, count 2-1 to Zeligowski. And Rodemeyer fires to first, not in time to get Jarrett Zeligowski. Now 3-1. And that ball gets past Rodemeyer. So I thought that was a walk, but there's some confusion on the field here. Anyway, Jarrett Zeligowski advanced to second on the pass ball, but that was only ball 3. Or did they call that foul? I don't know what's going on at the scoreboard. I think the count was 2-2, and now it's 3-2. Anyway, Zeligowski fouls it off. Full count here. Runner on second on the fielder's choice and pass ball for Jarrett Zeligowski. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And that is taken for a ball and a walk to Zeligowski. Runners on first and second here. First baseman Eli Graff now stepping up to the plate. One down here for the Raiders. Winter's off-speed pitch is gobbled up by Rodemeyer. It's a ball, though, 1-0. And that is low, 2-0. Fired in for a strike by Winter. And that ball is fired down the third baseline, foul. 2-2 now to Eli Graff. Rodemeyer doesn't know where the ball went, and both runners advance. Brother Zeligowski on second and third, as Graff has a full count. And that ball hit to third. So Zeligowski scores on the play, out at first, and Jordan Zeligowski makes it to third. And now Rapids leads 1-0. 2 down, runner on third. DH Justin Tibbetts batting. And that ball hit pop up down the first baseline, and Vandersanden with quite a catch in foul territory, ending the Rapids threat, but they score one. 1-0 Wisconsin Rapids going into the bottom of the second. We'll be back after this.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back to the bottom of the second. Due up for East is Carson Bauman, Bodie Beaversdorf, and Colin Milkey. Rapids put up 1 in the top of the second as Graf grounded out in a 5-3 putout, and Zeligowski scored on the play. Right fielder Carson Bauman stepping up to the plate. I almost put on my thick, heavy winter coat, but I had already put it away in the closet and symbolically so, and I wasn't going to get it back out. And I regret that decision now. Very cold day here in Wausau. That ball hit to short. And that ball cannot be scooped at first. Bauman reaches. Now I don't know what the official score they will put on that play. Whether they're going to rule that a hit or an error. At any rate, runner on first is safe. Stolen base there by Bauman. Beaversdorf batting here, count 1-0. That was a close play, a nice throw by Shalinski down to second base. Now East with a threat of their own, runner on second, nobody out. That's how Lincoln began their, Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln began their second inning. Of course, Winter had that very nice throw out at third to get that leadoff double to get that man out. Count 1-1 here to Beaversdorf. This game is brought to you by Scherer Construction with an office right here in Wausau. Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. For your next construction project, look no further than Scherer Construction. Check out their beautiful work at SchererConstruction.com. And Beaversdorf lays down the bunt. He's out at first, but runner advances to third. 1 down here. third baseman Colin Milkey to bat here for the Lumberjacks. That ball low. 1-0 here to Milkey. Swings and hit up the third baseline. Zilgowski could not make the play at home. And then catcher Shalinsky threw it down to first and got him there. Very nice play by Shalinsky to realize he could not get the out at home and still got the runner at first. So now 2 down and nobody on, but a runner scores to tie it up. Now batting is DH Keaton Leszewski, and that ball is hit to center. To bring up the top of the order in Ian Stahl. Two down, 1 on here in the top of, or the bottom of the second. Stahl flew out to left his first at bat. And that ball skied in the infield and caught by the shortstop. And that's the third out for the Lumberjacks, but they tie it up at 1 here in the bottom of the second. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. This game is brought to you by TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, offering top quality collision repair, full body repair along with 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Due up for Wisconsin Rapids is Caden Shalinsky, and then to the top of the order is Landon Freeman and Gage Honeyjager. Shalinsky, the catcher, now at bat. He had that nice heads-up play in the bottom of the second to get the out at first after Bauman scored. Two 2-0 here to Shalinsky. That's hit to third. And Vander Sanden with the scoop. 1 down to bring up the top of the order in Landon Freeman. Freeman grounded to short his first at bat. That ball bounces over Rodemeyer for a ball. Hit down the first baseline. Vander Sanden gets it, but ball ruled foul by the first base umpire up there. Looks like we have a synthetic field here for the base path and the grass, and then grass in the outfield. Wisconsin Rapids with a very nice facility themselves with those 2 baseball fields and 2 softball fields. Many teams using those fields the past few weeks for games. Count 2-1 here to Honeyegger. Apologies, Freeman. And that foul tip caught by Rodemeyer. Count full to Freeman. Winter looks in. And Freeman takes the walk. Honeyegger to bat. He singled his first at bat, but was picked off at first to end the first inning. Ball high. 1-0 to Honeyegger. Fouled away. 1-1. Looks like we have a smattering of fans here today, some under the bleachers behind home plate, some down each baseline. We're glad you're watching with us here on Zaleski. Kudos to those here, braving the cold and the wind. Count 1-2, 1 down. Honeyegger rips it between first and second for another single. Now runners on first and second for Rapids. Now pitcher Brett Simonson at bat. He flew out to third in the first inning. Winter looks back at second, fires to home. And Rodemeyer with a good stop there to keep the runners from advancing. That ball is ruled a ball, 2-0. A little bit too high. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. Winter looks back. And another high offering from Winter. Count 3-0 to Simonson. Simonson might have the take here, and he does. But Winter delivers a strike, 3-1. That ball hit up the middle. 4, 6, 3 double play. Vander Sanden with the scoop ends the Rapids' threat to end the bottom of the third. Nice play there by the Lumberjacks to end the inning. And we will be back with the bottom of the third after this.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Welcome back to Wausau East for the bottom of the third inning. They just showed off their fielding. They've been very good in the field so far in this one. Due up for them here in the bottom of the third is Davis Winter, Ryan Rodemeyer, and Zach Poggle. Winter batting here. He singled in his first at-bat. 1 for 1 on the day. And that's Winter hits it up to third, and Zalgowski fires it over to first for the out. One down for East, bringing catcher Ryan Rodemeyer. He walked his first at-bat in the first inning. Simonson delivers low, 1-0. The wind is really bringing the smells of the grill over here to me right now. While it is very cold out, a grill can always cheer up cold fans. Count 1-2 here to Rodemeyer. Many fans stay in wearing blankets. And that hit up the middle. Single for Ryan Rodemeyer. Neither second or short could get to it. 1 down, 1 on for Zach Poggle. He struck out swinging in the first inning in his first at-bat. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And Rodemeyer's running. The ball gets past catcher. He holds up at second, though. Simonson looks back at second, delivers, and that ball gobbled up by a shortstop, thrown to first for the out. 2 down here as Rodemeyer advances, bringing up Jed Vanderson, who struck out looking his first at-bat. These Wausau East uniforms remind me of the Boston Red Sox. And it looks like every player chooses for the I think everyone on the team rolls up the pants with the high socks. Runner on third here, 2 down. Vander Sanden swings and a miss, count 0-2. And that ball foul down third base. Caught by Coach John Winter. Oh. Fouled away by Winter and hits the mask of the ump. They'll check if he's all right. He looks to be fine anyhow. They'll give him a moment. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Count 0-2 here to Vanderson as they're 2 down in the bottom of the third. And he hits it up to short, gobbled up by Freeman, and thrown over to Graff for the third out. East Strands 1. 1-1 between these two. We'll be back with the top of the fourth after this.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. We have Wisconsin Valley baseball here. Rapids and Wausau East tied at 1 in the top of the fourth. Dillingham, Zeligowski to bat for Wisconsin Rapids. That sounds like a law firm. Winter warming up. I thought we were about to warm up. The sun poked out for maybe half a second, and then the clouds took over, and we did not get what I was hoping. Dillingham doubled in the top of the second, and he was thrown out at third by Winter. He hits it up to third base. Low throw. Vandersand's been good at first today. He could not get that one. Took a bad hop, it looked like. Jarrett Zeligowski now, he reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the top of the second. Winter's throw over not in time. Winter delivers for a strike, 0-1 to Jarrett Zeligowski. Ball skipped low. Nice stop by Rodemeyer. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Winter fires over to first again for the pickoff attempt. Dillingham slides in safely. And that ball smacked to right. And it's caught by Bauman. One down. Jordan Zolgowski, who reached on a walk. His first at bat is up to the plate here. Off-speed pitch by Winter, hit into center. And making a running catch is Stahl. Loses the hat, catches the ball, 2 down. Eli Graff to bat. He grounded out and drove in a run in the second inning. Davis gets the first strike on him, 0-1. That ball past Rodemeyer. And Dillingham will scamper to second on the pass ball. Runner in scoring position here for Wisconsin Rapids. Well, it is windy and cold. At one point this week, it said it was going to rain today, so we're glad it's not raining here. 1-2 to Graff. And a swing and a miss. Rodemeyer throws down to Vandersanden just in case, and that's 3 down. The Lumberjacks leave one on the base. Sorry, the Raiders leave one on the base path. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th after this.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Here we are in the bottom of the 4th, 1-1 between these two Wisconsin Valley foes. Simonson all warmed up, and right fielder Carson Bauman to bat. He is responsible for the 1 run today for East. Swings high, ball to center. Caught. 1 down. Bodie Beaversdorf grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat. Firing in for a strike is Simonson, 0-1 to Beaversdorf. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Count 0-2 here to Beaversdorf. And he fouls it away over the backstop. Caught by a fan. I can't tell if he's shaking his hands in excitement over catching it or if that ball really stung. Low and away, 1-2 to Beaversdorf. Simonson delivers. Hit up to third, past Zeligowski. It hit the tip of his glove. I think it took a tough bounce on him. And Beaversdorf makes first base. Bringing up Colin Milkey. Swing and a miss by Milkey. He was thrown out at first from the catcher in the second inning. 0-1 on the day. And Simonson bluffed to throw over to first. Beaversdorf goes on the pitch. And he makes it in time with a stolen base. Nice stop and throw by Shalinski, but he makes it in. Now 1 down, runner on second. Count 1-1 to Milkey. Taken low, 2-1. Simonson fires in, and that ball is inside. 3-1 to Milkey. Runner on second is Beaversdorf. And a swing and a miss. Big cut there by Milkey. And he got Milkey looking. That's a strikeout by Simonson. 2 down here. That's Simonson's third strikeout of the day. Keaton Leszewski to bat. Count 0-1. Hit back to the pitcher, and he runs it all the way to first for the third out. East Strands 1. Got the top of the 5th after this. Game tied at 1 between Wisconsin Rapids and Wausau East. You are watching Zaleski Sports, and we'll be back after these commercial messages.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
We are in the top of the 5th here at Wausau East. Due up for Wisconsin Rapids is Tibbetts, Shalinski, and Freeman. Tibbetts fouled out to Vandersanden over at first, his first at bat. And that ball skied and caught over at second by Beaversdorf. That's one down. Now Caden Shalinski batting. He grounded out to third in the top of the third. 0-1 today. Fired in high for a ball, 1-0. Fouled. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. That's a high ball, 2-1. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Fouled away by Shalinski, count 2-2. One down here in the top of the 5th. Both teams manufacturing a run in the second inning. Otherwise, all scoreless frames. Full count here. And fouled down the first baseline. Both teams have had runners, just not able to produce much on the base path. Good fielding by both teams today. And low and away for a walk. Top of the order here. Bringing up Landon Freeman. Courtesy runner here for the catcher. Freeman is 0 for 1 today with a walk. Bringing in the lefty barrage for Wisconsin Rapids. Winter fires inside for a ball. That ball stopped by Rodemeyer. 2-0 to Freeman. High, 3-0. Winter with a tough time finding the strike zone here in the 5th. And that was close, but ruled a walk. Walking the last two batters here. And Coach John Winter comes to the pitching mound to talk it in with his infield. And there's that sun I was hoping for. It doesn't look like it'll last long, though. It's already gone. But I enjoyed it. 1-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Both teams scoring in the second. Good fielding and good pitching today by both pitchers, Simonson and Winter, putting up scoreless frames all but one inning. But Winter has walked the last two here with Gage Honeyegger, who's 2 for 2 today. Honeyegger steps up to bat. First and second, one down. Swings, foul. And Winter likes to get ahead in the count here. C fell behind for both batters that are on base now. Thrown over to first, and he got him. That was a nice move by Winter. That's his second pickoff today. 2 down, 1 on. And he goes for another, but sliding in safely is Shalinski. Or sorry, the pinch runner there. I can't tell. I don't have their number 5. And swings, rolls up the first baseline, foul, count 0-2 to Honeyegger. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. And Winter fires it in, and that's hit deep into right. And that's gone for Honeyegger with a big smashing home run to right. 2-run shot as his teammates celebrate at home plate. And that's huge in a game like this where offense has not been prevalent. 3-1 now, Wisconsin Rapids. Simonson now batting. While East did give up the 2 runs, they're glad they got that pickoff at first. And it wasn't a 3-run shot. Count 1-0 to Simonson. Swing and miss. That ball fouled over to the softball field. Count 1-2. Grounded to second and unable to be gobbled up by Beaversdorf, and that's an error. Two down, 1 on. Dillingham to bat. He reached on an error and doubled. 1 for 2 today. And that's hit down into left and caught for the 3rd out of the inning. But here in the top of the 5th, Honeyegger goes long and makes it a 3-1 lead for Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th after this.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. Thank you to all our sponsors. For all your auto repair needs, Mosley and Rothschild turns to John's Auto Repair just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. Auto repair you can trust to have it done right and get you on your way. That is John's Auto Repair. Here in the bottom of the fifth, due up top the order for the Lumberjacks is Ian Stahl, Davis Winter, and Ryan Rodemeyer. They now find themselves down 3-1 after Honeyacre hits a 2-run home run off Winter in the top of the fifth. Second time they'll be playing from behind in this one. Simonson fires in, and that's ruled low and away by the umpire, 1-0 to Stahl. And he is hit as Davis Winter steps in. Simonson looks in to Winter. Winter is 1 for 2 today. Singled in the first. Shows bunt, brings it back, and out at second. Looks like he tagged his leg and not what East wanted to begin this inning. And he's caught on the back of the leg for the out. One down, Winter. 0-2. Simonson delivers and it's fouled away. Winter staying alive in this at bat. Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling. From migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues, let Backus Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. 1-2 here to Davis Winter, and he checked his swing. 2-2. Simonson covering his face with his glove. Delivers, and that hit into center. Singling is Winter. Bringing up catcher Ryan Rodemeyer. He's been walked and singled. Taken for a ball, 1-0 to Rodemeyer. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. Rodemeyer hits it up. Pass Zeligowski. And runner stops at second. But we have runners on first and second for the Lumberjacks on the single by Rodemeyer. Bringing up Zach Poggle 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. And that ball hit to short. 6-4, but no out at second. Poggle too quick, beat it out, but gets the out at second. So we have runners on the corners here. First and third, Jed Vandersanden. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. He's been playing good first base, though. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Vandersanden pops it up and caught by the shortstop for the third out. Lumberjacks strand 2 here in the 5th as Wisconsin Rapids is up 3-1 going into the 6th after this.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wausau East for the top of the 6th inning. This game is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and so much more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at greatlakescheese.com. Due up here for Wisconsin Rapids is Zelagowski, Graf. They lead 3-1 off the Honeyegger home run. This would be a big win for Rapids, starting off conference play, getting back to 500. Taken 1-0 to Zelagowski. Winter still on the mound here. Off-speed pitch. Low and away, 2-0. And that ball hit into center. Rolls to the wall. And that's a stand-up double for Zelagowski. Bring up Jordan Zelagowski. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. And that's a ball to Zelagowski, 1-0. East swept the Raiders 2-0 last year. And Wisconsin Rapids looking back in the winning column against them. Three 3-0 here to Zelagowski. Overall, good day for Winter, but he's had some difficulty hitting the strike zone. That ball hit into right field, And Jarrett Zilgowski holds up. Runners on the corners with one down. Sorry, nobody down. And Eli Graff to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. And John Winter comes out to talk things over. Looks like there is a pitching change. While the new pitcher warms up, we will take a quick commercial break and we'll be back in just a bit.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back to Wausau East here in the top of the 6th. Looks like Poggle and Winter are trading places. Poggle pitching. I believe Winter will be going to short. Runners on first and third. Nobody out for Rapids, with Eli Graff to bat. Poggle all warmed up. I am not. I regret most decisions in what I wore. I would have worn different shoes, different socks, and probably thicker gloves and coat. Probably around 40 here in Wausau. Feels colder for sure. That ball hit to center and caught. Tagging up is Zelgowski. He scores. And that's a sac fly for Graff. Now batting is Justin Tibbetts, the designated hitter, with one down and runner on first. 4-1 now for Wisconsin Rapids. Poggle fires in for a ball. Poggle looks in, and that ball smoked foul down the first baseline. Culligan Waters specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. And that ball is hit fly to left, making a, dropping the ball in left. He got there in time, just couldn't handle it on the slide. Was left fielder. And now we have runners on first and second. Given the diving nature of that fly ball, I believe I'd rule it a hit. And this one's sky high and caught over at second. Now runners on the corners, 2 down. That was Colin Shalinsky who flew out, and now we got Landon Freeman at the top of the order. He's 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. Two on, 2 down. Lumberjacks would like to get out of this. Poggle looks in. Rodemeyer delivers down to second. And he gets another out at second base. That was huge for the Lumberjacks to get out of that inning. But they give up one more to Wisconsin Rapids, who's now up 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning coming after these commercial messages.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Valentine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Wausau East as Wisconsin Rapids leads 4-1. This game is brought to you by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Simonson's still pitching here, and due up for the Lumberjacks is Bauman, Beaversdorf, and Milkey. Bauman got on and scored in the second inning and flew out to center in the 4th. Count 1-0. Swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout. Sorry, it was 1-2, and that's a strikeout there for Simonson for the first out. Bodie Beaversdorf now batting. Firing low. Count 1-0. And that's skied into right field and caught. A quick 2 down for the Lumberjacks. Colin Milkey to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking his last at bat. Simonson looking in. and grounded to second. Thrown out at first, and that was a clean inning for the Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids. Wausau East down 1-2-3. Top of the 7th coming your way after these messages.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back to Wausau for Wisconsin Valley Baseball. 4-1 here. Wisconsin Rapids in the lead. Here in the top of the 7th. Due up for Rapids is Freeman, Honeyegger, Simonson. Top of the order, all lefty. And Poggle still pitching for the Lumberjacks. He relieved starter Davis Winter. Count 1-1 here to Freeman. That ball is away. 2-1. Swing and a miss at the high strike. 2-2. Wisconsin Rapids with a very clean 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the 6th there. That's what they wanted. Now they're looking to add on some insurance runs. And a half swing there. Hit foul. Count even at 2-2. Freeman, who walked his last 2 at-bats. And a big fly ball just off the infield and caught for the first out of the 7th. And Honeyegger back to the plate. He took one deep to right center. His last at bat, giving Rapids a 3-1 lead. They've tacked on one more run since then. High fly ball out deep right. And caught for the second out. And now Brett Simonson, the pitcher, to bat. He's 0 for 3 today. It's been a pleasure calling this one. This is Dan Lau with Hannah Nikolai. We're glad to be here, but it is very, very cold. That ball is high. 2-0 here to Simonson. Swing, foul tip caught. 2-1. Thank you all for watching this one. We'll have plenty of Wausau and Wisconsin Rapids baseball to give you this season. Count 3-1 here. Poggle delivers. Fouled away. Full count. And that ball drifted on the catcher. The wind took that one. And Simonson was able to reach. Drilled a single. 2 down, 1 on. Ethan Dillingham to bat. He is 1 for 3 today. Doubled in the second inning. Poggle delivers for a strike, 0-1. Nice stop there by Rodemeyer. Count 1-1. Able to keep Simonson from scampering down to second. Fouled away. 1-2 here to the cleanup hitter. And that's called third strike. Delay call there by the umpire. But Wausau East gets out of the inning. And they look to score 3 or more here on Wisconsin Rapids. They're down 4-1. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th after this.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning. Wisconsin Rapids up 4-1 on Wausau East. 2 up for them is Leszewski, Stahl, and Winter. As Simonson remains on the mound. He's got that eye black on his face. Throws it in for a low ball, 1-0. Swing and miss, 1-1. Leszewski is 1 for 2 today. And that's bounced in there for a ball, 2-1. Firing low. 3-1. And Leszewski draws the walk. That's what East wants here, is base runners. And they got the top of the order here, Ian Stahl. He was hit by a pitch his last at-bat. Simonson Fires low. 1-0. And that's a strike. 1-1 off the corner. And that ball fouled away. 1-2. Simonson juggles the ball in his hand. Delivers, and a swing and a miss. Stahl goes down on strikes, 1 down. Bringing up now shortstop Davis Winter. He singled his last at bat. And that ball hit high to center. Cut by the left fielder. 2 down. And now East with 1 out. To get back in this one, catcher Ryan Rodemeyer batting. He singled his last at bat and was out in the base path by a fielder's choice. Count 1-1. 1 on, 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Rodemeyer starting and closing this one out, it looks like. Unless the Lumberjacks have something to say about it. 2-1. After this one, we'll have our Merrill Steel postgame show and an interview. Count 2-2. And Rodemeyer gets a piece of that one, fouled away. Two and two here to Rodemeyer. Simonson pauses, pitches, grounded up the middle, and a 4-6 put out to end this one. And that's a 4-1 win for Wisconsin Rapids as they take the conference opener over Wausau East. Final score 4-1. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. We'll be back after this Merrill Steel postgame show with an interview with a head coach and a player. Stay tuned for that just after this.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Gage and Brett. We'll just seriously over here. Welcome back to Wausau East. Wisconsin Rapids coming off a 4-1 victory over the Lumberjacks. We'll start here with Coach. Tell me a bit about your win today, some timely hitting and good pitching.
Oh, it was a huge win for us. Brett looked how Brett's going to look all year, I hope, and I think he can. I mean, that's the pitcher he is, and when he pitches like that, we're going to be tough to beat. And then our bats were, I mean, that's what we hit in practice every day, and it translated to the game tonight, especially Gage getting into that ball and hitting over the fence.
Opening up conference play with a win on a team you fell to both times last year. How's that feel, and how's it build momentum for conference play?
It's huge for us. I was a little nervous at school today because we have struggled at Wausau East the last few years that I've been helping out here in Rapids, and to come get a win on the first game of the conference is just huge for us. It sets the tone for the rest of our conference season.
Thank you, Coach. Go get warm and enjoy your win today.
Good job, good job.
We'll start with Simonson here. Tell me about your delivery on the mound today and be able to work through these Wausau East hitters quite cleanly in a 4-1 win.
Well, my stuff felt really good today. I trusted my infielders, my outfielders. They all had my back, and everything was working my way. So it was a great day overall.
And, yeah, tell me about the guys behind you putting up plays and making a lot of, very windy today and a lot of high fly balls that they're able to track down.
Oh, I know they always have my back, and they're great in the field. Sometimes, it doesn't always go our way, but today they look great, and hopefully we can all keep it up in conference play.
We'll talk with Gage Honeyegger here. Tell me how you felt. Game's tied at 1, and you hit that 2-run bomb over the right center field fence. How'd that feel?
It felt pretty good. I just had the same mentality going into the box every at-bat, just be aggressive and swing at the ones that I like.
And tell me about getting a win here to open up Wisconsin Valley Conference play and how that will build momentum for you guys.
Definitely feels good. We had to set the tone first game, and we did.
Now, if you guys are familiar with the In the House, you'll each say your name, and I'll just point to you guys when you're ready, and you'll say we're in the house.
Yep. I'm Gage Honeyegger.
And I'm Brett Simonson.
And we're in the house. Oh, yeah. Yup, not me. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And that was a Gage Honeyegger and Brett Simonson in the house. Luckily, there wasn't water in that because that would have been very cold. But there are a couple dozen ice cubes. Wisconsin Rapids wins 4-1 over Wausau East. Thank you for joining us on our Merrill Steel postgame show. We'll have plenty of coverage for both these teams throughout the year. And thank you and have a good night.